Modest Midwest Audiophile. My name is Damien, and today I'm going to take you through a tour of my own system. The system being the heartbeat of any audiophile. I'll start with the speakers since they're the most prominent thing in the room. They are 5.5 feet tall, 150 pounds. They are the Infinity Quantum Line Source 1s, designed by Arnold Nudell, and these, I believe, are circa 1976. So they're a good 40 years old. Well, heck, going on 50 now. Using the cutting-edge technology of the time, they were the first of their kind, being a line source array comprised of 8 emit tweeters, 6 dome mid-ranges, a mid-bass coupler, and the amp killer Watkins 12-inch driver. There were different models. Mine has the wood fascia. There are some that are black, I believe. Those are the some of the first iterations. They also, on the back, have another set of emit tweeters. Coming around to the back here, you have the controls for the crossover, one of the most complicated of its time, and it gives me fits more than I'd like to admit. As you can see, they are modified. The bases are not original. I've had to do some woodwork to them as they had quite a significant amount of water damage when I first got them. So I rebuilt the front of them and replaced quite a few interior components, including the rear potentiometers, as they were completely rusted. But I'll get more into that in a standalone video just on these. And this is the other end of the system, the control center, if you will. For my digital source, I'm using a old laptop. I actually have the story behind that on my blog at modestmidwestaudiophile.blogspot.com. You can also find me on Facebook. I've got a couple articles on there on getting into the audiophile hobby and the laptop, and I'll also have individual reviews on equipment, including my own pieces and some of the projects I've been working on. But going along, using the laptop as a digital source for CDs, streaming, what have you. I have it going via USB to a Keysys DA151 digital analog converter. It's a bit dated, coming out around 2013, so I could do better technology-wise, especially how exponentially it grows every year. But that being said, it has a well-thought-out power supply, a great output stage, and utilizes the Burr Brown DAC chip itself, which is very well-renowned and well-loved chip. Coming down, got my preamp. This is the Infinity FET preamp, the only preamp that Infinity ever made. There are only 200 of these preamps ever made. They had a blue and a red variant. I have the blue variant. I'll go deeper into that in another video. This is the main control center for everything. This is where you control your volume, left and right panning, your stereo, and also all your sources come into here, and this is how you select each and every one. Right now I have it set on stereo for my auxiliary, which is my DAC, my digital source. I also have my phono for my turntable. Right now it is a Yamaha YPB6. I definitely need an upgrade for that. The motor's starting to sag in it and I'm having speed issues. But so far my favorite needle that I found is the Nagaoka MP110. Any audiophile that's watching is familiar with that cartridge and why it's so loved. Coming down from the preamp is the power amp. This is where your power comes from that actually drives your speakers, the electromotive force behind everything. The Infinities with the Watkins woofer and how Arnold Nudell designed the crossover, they will drop down into the 2 ohm range, and an amplifier needs to be pretty brutish to be able to handle that 2 ohm drop and to have that much current being drawn out of it. And the NAD, it does that job. I had a Macintosh MC2255 before, which I'm currently trying to restore, but I don't feel like the Watkins woofer liked the transformers on the back. The bass was kind of slow. This is a lot quicker, more powerful, and I just love the tonality of it. It kind of comes across almost like a tube amp after you've let it sit and warm up and get to its thermal point. And it's just a fantastic amp. I bought it for $500. That's going for much more now, but that's just the current state of things. But it is a fantastic amp, and it drives the QLS ones with ease. I hope to actually get a second one and use them as monoblocks, but every audiophile has a crazy dream. Well, that's all I've got for today. Thank you guys for coming along with me and checking out my system today. I hope you continue to follow along as I dive deeper into the restoration of these beautiful pieces of work, the Infinity QLS ones, and whatever other audio shenanigans I find myself in. You guys have any questions, or if I happen to pique your interest in the audio hobby, feel free to send me a question or leave a comment below. And I hope you all had a very Merry Christmas. Thank you, and I'll see you guys next time.